What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Bocan Garage. And today I want to go a little bit more in depth over my Civic that we have acquired. Now, I know in the last clip you guys saw it, it was in pieces. Well, pieces. Like it was missing the bumper, headlights, one of the rear tail lights, and whatnot. And it is a beautiful sunny day out here today. So I figured I'd come out here before it gets way too hot to kind of, show it off. And boom, it's no longer in pieces like I said, or like I think I showed in the last video, that we had the bumper, the headlights, the grills inside there. We have all the parts for the car literally inside the car. So I know it looked like a huge big project last time, but really it is not. So today we're just kind of focus on going around the car, doing a little walk around properly, and showing you guys what it's like, the condition and all that. I will tell you right now that yes, she is a project, and yes, she does need some work, but I've definitely dealt with worse. So as we come into the car, obviously you can tell, like any good two-door EK coupe hatch, the top part of the door always breaks. If you guys know, basically Honda made these in two pieces of plastic. The bottom is a nice strong ABS. The top part was made out of this cheap, brittle white plastic that just over time from heat absolutely gets destroyed. You can see over there in the passenger side, it has it, but you can also see that that one's also broken. So we're probably going to replace those with aluminum panels just because I kind of want to put some anime decals on it or something. I don't know yet. But get inside the car and you just look at this, guys. For the price that this thing was purchased for, obviously it's not going to be mint condition. Like, you got the airbag was deployed, I believe. Either that or it was just cut and destroyed. Either way, we're going to replace that with a 3D printed little cubby there for storing stuff. You can tell the dashboard at the top is a little bit cracked, but it's fine for what it is. Honestly, I don't mind. Given the fact that this car is going to be used for work and just kind of beaten up, I don't really mind the condition that bad. We have bottom pieces here. We're missing whatever that is there. I'll probably replace this whole thing because it's kind of gunky right there. Like, I don't know what that is, so we'll probably replace this whole vent thing. I think it pops out. Here was just the covers. I don't believe there's anything here. There was a switch here. I don't know for what. Again, stuff we're going to have to, figure out as we go. Just down here looking pretty good. The clutch is going to probably need bleeding because it is very soft and it actually doesn't activate till like way down at the bottom. So I'm pretty sure it just needs to be bled. The center thing here is right there. The wiring for the, I think the cigarette lighter is right there. I'm not sure entirely. Like I said, I still don't entirely know what the former owner did to this thing. We got a stick shift right here, transmission, and all of it works. You know what? I'll try and fire her up real quick just to show you guys that yes, it is a working car. And no, there are no check engine lights. So she a bit loud right now because her exhaust fell off. We'll try to get underneath there and see, but look at that. No check engine light. We got the SI cluster, which I absolutely love. I think I touched on this last time. I'm going to put the Type R cluster in the center. But she ain't got much gas right now, so I don't want to run it for too long. Obviously, you guys can see, we do have the higher top center console thingy here, which we're going to replace with this one. Sorry, guys, my phone went up. I hear you're supposed to replace like a bracket in here or something for the back of this to mount to perfectly. But if I don't find that normally, I'm not going to go hunting for it, mainly because I just don't care. Like, it's not like I'm going to be lifting up on that thing from the back, so. And we're going to come in on the passenger side, just again to show you guys that, yeah, door panel's in okay condition, except for that. I mean, I could technically just leave it. Again, I doubt I'll really have any passengers here because this thing is going to be turned into a work truck. And panels, ECU, all of it's here. The seats are still here, obviously. They're in good shape. The passenger side is actually in, get this out of the way, pretty immaculate shape. Like, it's dirty, but like structurally it is fantastic. So I'm hard pressed to replace it, but I do have that NRG seat ready to pop in with the rails and everything. So obviously we're going to do it to the driver's side. The passenger side, I'm on the fence about because it's still in good condition. Like I'm surprised that it's in good condition. So I don't know where I was, guys. Sorry, I had a phone call from the boss. So yeah, we're just gonna be, exploring the back. Again, this passenger seat is in really good condition, guys. Like I am just absolutely flabbergasted that it's just in real good condition. Like obviously, the driver's side's never last. But anyways, we're gonna go in some automotive archaeology, as Mighty Car Mods likes to say. We do have, like I said, trim pieces out here. We just need screws, and we can pop our door piece right back in. It just literally screws right there. I don't know exactly what screws it takes, but oops, can't get out. There we go. We'll figure that out. I'm probably going to go to pick and pull at some point and, grab screws from another car there. We got headrests that have been in here since day one, and I honestly don't know what they're to. This one, like the actual bar is poking through the back, so you don't want to use that. This one's in finer condition, but again, I don't know what they're for. I don't know if the owner was planning to swap them out. It just makes no sense. It's weird. We got feeler gauges up in here, which if you're a Honda guy, never hurts to have feeler gauges if you want to adjust your valves and whatnot. We got some 3D printed Honda body clips that I made. I need to redo them because they didn't last. A little weird ass pocket knife. Not really much under the seats, unfortunately. I did give it a little peekaboo earlier, and there's some trash, but nothing really to write home about. Now, you guys might be noticing, this is not car carpet. This is some weird freaking house carpet, like literally just from a home. They bought some carpet. And kudos to them, they did a fairly decent job running it on everything. Like, it could definitely be worse. Like, it is not the worst carpet job I've ever seen. However, we are at some point going to rip this carpet out and put a proper actual carpet for an EK in here because, I don't know, it's just jank. To me, I don't really care for it. We got, again, I don't know what this is to. Oh, no, I remember what this is to. So when it had the aftermarket bumper on it, they actually welded this to the bumper and whatnot and to the frame to literally just attach it to keep the bumper from going anywhere. We got wiring loom. There's big wiring loom, more wiring loom, a stick that I don't know what it's to or what it's for, but we got a stick here. Again, it's not a strut bar. It's not wide enough to be a strut bar. It's not strong enough to be a strut bar. I don't know what it is. Got tape. We got all the rubber here. I don't think zip tying it really is helping for, structural nature, but we got all the rubber here for our door panels. We got more rubber here for the door panels. We got the old Fast and Furious style tail lights, which I'm either going to try and sell these or just junk them. I obviously don't want them. Like, I don't know. They're just not my style. We got the rear seats. We got a lot more of the damn moldings for the window and all that. Like, literally, it's all in here. Like, all the molding for windows and everything is in here. And then we got a trim piece that I'm not entirely sure where this is to. So if you guys know what this piece is to, let me know in the comments. I've owned an EK before, and I don't know this trim piece. I really don't. I thought maybe that it was for that, but then I remembered down there it's literally included into the side trim panel, so it's not for that. Got a cable here, like literally just a Cat 9 cable or 5 cable. Don't know what this is to. It looks like a piece of molding, again, maybe for around a door or something. And then we have an adapter here. It looks like it belongs to the engine. Part number 82214525050A. No idea what that is to. So that's always fun to not know. And then we open up the hatch, come to the back, and we actually have the cover, guys. That's pretty rare to find these things to actually come with the cover. The problem is it's ripped in the center. But, you know, a little bit of duct tape from underneath. I'm not too picky about it. The fact that it's still here and it like technically does its job of hiding what's in the back works for me. We got some extra wiring looms there for the taillights. Obviously, we got like the JDM style taillights in, which I love. We got a bar there for keeping the hatch up because this hatch, the shocks are blown. So this thing is heavy and it does not stay up of its own accord. But look at that, guys. It's just a lot of stuff inside. But interior wise, honestly, it's pretty much, it's all here, guys. It's just, you know, it's just got a lot of the moldings inside the car instead of outside the car where it should be. Like this molding here, I don't know what it is. I mean, I know what it is, but for some reason, I can't get it to go back in its grooves. I think its little tabs are broken or something. It does not want to fit back into its molding rail. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll figure out some way to do that. Obviously, if we don't have that molding, water can get in the car, and that's the last thing we want. We do only have one windshield wiper because I don't know. The other one just is unbolted and taken off. Don't know the reasoning for that. Again, weird. I'd have to look. I don't remember if these things have like a rubber trim around their windshield or if it's a plastic trim. It's been a while, but obviously it looks like something is missing here. We're missing the trim rails inside of here on both sides, I believe. And then, like I said, the grill's inside the car. Or, actually, no, it's inside the garage. I forgot about that. But even when we come to this side, we got one of those little vent thingies here, the little rain thingy, sun thingies, and it's loose. Not the best condition. It needs to be reattached properly. Sadly, we don't have one for the passenger side, but oh well. But yeah, the molding here on the driver's side is literally all still attached. And yes, I know we do need to replace this ugly, loose freaking steering wheel. I absolutely hate that thing. I absolutely hate that thing. I want to save up and get a Type R one, but you know, that's gonna, if you guys know about the Type R steering wheels, that's gonna be a while and it's gonna be a lot of money. Now, in passing by and whatnot, you probably have seen the rims and you're probably wondering why I don't talk about them. It's because I don't really know anything about them. I don't think they're Works equipped. I think they're clones of Works equips because I believe the Works rims are a actual 3-piece. And these might be a 3-piece. So I don't know. I don't know if they're clones. I don't know if they're actual Works, but I just felt that it's like, oh, that's a separate piece right there. And you feel the rims. That's a separate piece from the back piece. So these might actually be 3-piece rims. I thought they were clones. They might be clones. I don't know, but that feels like a 3-piece. That feels like actual metal sandwiched together with bolts. So that'll be interesting to figure out. And then, again, like I said, bone stock engine bay. Not really a whole lot to go on here. It is the DX model, if I'm not mistaken, which means no power steering, no AC. Can we install power steering? Yes. Can we install AC? I'm going to say no because we don't have the lines that goes into like the cabin for AC, or if we do, they're in a spot that I'm not familiar with because they should be kind of right back there on the firewall. But it's a proper running engine. She runs, she drives, and she just doesn't look pretty, guys. Like, I don't know why the former owner sprayed the entire engine bay gold. It's just baffling to me. But I don't know. We'll probably, one of these days we'll probably actually take out the engine. Probably when we swap it, we'll take out the engine, obviously, and then we will do it black just so it hides any dirt, because the gold on top of the red and the blue on the outside just makes it look ugly. Now, for the radiator support, I might actually end up replacing this entire support. The car looks like it might have been into a small fender bender in the past, but like nothing major. Surprisingly clean title car. For the condition that it's in, the fact that it's a clean title is really impressive to me. Because like it just like right here on this side, like you can see the radiator support mount is just kind of jank, but everything bolts up and lines up. So I honestly, I don't really see a need to replace the radiator support, but at the same time, I kind of want to. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I see people online do it, and it just looks like a pain in the ass, but it also looks like fun to do. Because I've heard that some people, like there's like 14 weld spots on this side and that side. But I saw one guy where he took all the tack weld spots off, pried the radiator support on, and then like he just used bolt up here, bolt up there, and like 2 to 3 bolts on the side. And he didn't tack weld anything back up, and it fit perfectly. Because then when you also have the bumper rail, that adds 2 more big thick bolts to hold the radiator support onto the frame and everything. And I guess it just makes it a lot simpler and easier to take off if you're going to do like a turbo swap. So that'll be something we're going to definitely explore because, I don't know, the fitment's fine. Like I have no issues with it. Obviously, it's got a gap here because I don't have a bolt there to hold it up. Same on the other side. Gap there because I don't have a bolt holding it up. There's a little bit of a gap here on the headlight, but nothing major. It's all from a 96, so it all lines up. It's just, I don't know if maybe the taillights need to be pushed back further or the hood needs to come forward further because it doesn't exactly line up there 100%. But I don't know. It's just stuff that this car needs to have done to it, and we are going to take the time to do it. But again, we're not going to be throwing a wall of money at this thing because it is a running, properly driving car. Now, I think I showed this in the last video that yes, it does have a wood screw drilled into the metal here. However, if you see that right there, that tab is supposed to go into that hole right there. So literally, all the guy had to do was push that tab forward, push this whole wing forward, slot them into the tabs, probably on both sides, or it looks like it might even be in on that side, and then literally just put a bolt on that freaking screw right there, and that would hold the wing in place. I cannot say, yeah, see, look on that side, it's bolted in place like it should be. I cannot say for the creativity of the former owner. I can say that he was probably a very special man, very, very special man. He was a Honda guy, like in the worst kind of sense of the way. He was a Honda guy, which I'm a Honda guy too, but I'm not that kind of Honda guy. I don't just screw things on and call it a day. I kind of like to do things properly. But anyways, guys, that's my walk around of my 96 EK Civic. And honestly, like I said, she needs some TLC, but she's a running, driving car with a clean title. And for the price that I got it, guys, you can't get a running, clean title EK that's literally complete. Like, yeah, it's dirty, it's ugly, and it needs some work, but it's complete, clean title, driving, tires, etc., and whatnot. I just got to get it smogged. And since it has no check engine light, I don't see why it wouldn't pass smog. So, yeah. But anyways, guys, that's it. I just wanted to film a little quick walk around for you guys because I know last time I didn't really kind of go over the car too much. And I know that it was in pieces and shambles. Like we didn't have the taillights on there. We didn't have the headlights on there. One thing I do need to figure out, and if you guys know in the comments, how do I adjust the hatch? Like I'm assuming I just need to unbolt like this and push it forward slightly. Because literally right here, the gap is just off, like 1/4 of an inch just off. But on this side, it's flush and perfect and beautiful, like absolutely perfect. So I'm assuming it's just as simple as maybe unbolting and loosening the bolts for the actual hatch here, pushing it forward, and then retightening it. But if that's not how you adjust these guys, let me know. I would be very appreciative of it. Oh, and before we go, actually, I will get underneath because I forgot. I was going to show you guys the exhaust situation. So, our exhaust is right there. It's some weird freaking O'Reilly's aftermarket ugly exhaust, just held in here with plumber's tape, which that's always nice. dragging there low on the floor. But as you guys can see, it's kind of rusted off. Like, it's bolted up down there, but it's rusting off right in there. And literally the only thing holding in place is the plumber's tape, which is kind of hilarious. But you look at everything down here, guys. It is clean. Like, it's dirty, like from actual dirt. But like, this thing hasn't been jumped on stuff. It hasn't been nothing. Like, it is nice in here. It looks like maybe the gas tank right there got hit with something, which is weird. But you know, it is what it is for that, I guess. What would they have hit? Like, what would have possibly have hit that area for the gas tank to get pushed in a little bit like that? It doesn't leak or anything. It's just odd. But yeah, this is my 96 EK Civic hatch, and I love it. I love it for what it is. I love it for what it's going to be. And what it's going to be is a lot of fun content for you guys. So hope you're looking forward to that. I'm going to get out of the sun. I'm going to go run some errands, and I will see you guys in the next one. Just remember, every broken car is an adventure. And don't give up on your dreams, guys. If you found a car that you like, you found a Civic that you like, you found something cheap, and it seems too good to be true, sometimes it probably is. But sometimes people have to move, and they just try and get rid of their car, so you never know what you might find, a little diamond in the rough. But anyways, guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Peace.